Farmer Bob's email goes on to tell me that one particular day he is in a field, he is working, and he is doing what farmers do, plowing, planting, the things. This particular field that he says that he's working in this day has one way in and then is surrounded by cutovers on all sides except for this one entry path. So very densely wooded area. He said that the field that he's working in, the farm that he's working on, his family has owned for 100 years. He knows that there are no houses around, there is no one around, it's a lot of land, no one lives out there, and it's in the middle of nowhere. So Farmer Bob says that as he's out in the middle of this field, he's planting, he's doing the things, and he glances off to the left-hand side on the wood line, and he says that he sees someone walk out of the wood line. At this point, he says he's pretty far away. He can't tell if it's a child, boy, girl. He just knows that it's a small person. He says that as he's sitting there in his tractor watching this person on the wood line, two more small people emerge from the wood line. So he's like, I've got to go over there and figure out what exactly is going on. No one lives around here. This is all of our land. Like, I don't know what's happening. So he says he pulls his tractor over there, and as he gets closer, he realizes that it is children. They range in ages from about 7 to 10 years old. It is one boy and two girls. As he's getting closer, he says another thing that he notices about them is that the way that they are dressed is not of this time. He says it looks like they are dressed from the 1800s. Farmer Bob pulls his tractor up to these kids, and he says that something tells him, do not get out of the tractor. Don't open the door. So instead of opening the door, he says he turns the tractor off and just pops open the back window and leans out a little bit and asks them, hey, are you guys okay? After he says this, he said that the children come closer to the tractor and the little boy steps forward and starts to speak to him. He tells him, hey, our parents dropped us off up the road. Can we have a ride? Can we get in? Bob says that at this point his heart is pounding and there's something about this interaction that just seems off, and he is basically being triggered with fight or flight. Bob says he kind of calms himself down. These are just 3 children. That's what he's thinking. It's not a big deal. He proceeds to respond to the little boy and tell him, I can't put all 3 of you in this tractor. Why don't you guys stay right here? I'll go get my truck and I'll drive you to wherever you need to go. It's not safe out here. What are you guys doing out here? Is this like a nature walk, like a hike? Like, what are you doing? The little boy comes even closer to the tractor. The girls come closer to the tractor and they tell him, basically repeating with the same inflection, the same thing that they told him before, our parents dropped us off. Can you let us in? Can you give us a ride? Let us in. Bob said at this point they are very close to his tractor. His heart is still pounding. Something about this just seems off. He glances back at the 2 girls who are flanking the little boy that is speaking to him, and he said that they're just sitting there staring at him like... As he's looking at them and taking in this entire situation, they're dressed like they're from the 1800s. What is happening? Why are they in the middle of nowhere? Why are they out here? He says that that's when he notices their eyes. He said that their eyes were completely black. No whites of the eyes, no color in the eyes, just this completely glossy black sphere. Bob said this is when he does become very afraid, but he doesn't want to show that fear or react. So he just tells the little boy, like, once again, I can't put all 3 of you in this tractor. Let me go get my truck. Let me call for help. You guys shouldn't be out here. It's not safe. We need to get you to your parents. He says that once again, with the same inflection, this little boy tells him, our parents dropped us off up the road. Can we have a ride? Let us in. Let us in. Let us in. Bob told me that his gut is screaming at him, do not let these children in this tractor. Do not open that door. Get out of here right now. But Bob realizes, like, these are just children. I can't do that. So he tells the little boy once again, I am going to go and get my truck. I cannot put all 3 of you in this tractor. It's not safe. I'm going to go get my truck. I will be back in 10 minutes. He says that after he says this, the look on all 3 children's faces just becomes pure disgust. And they tell him, you know what? Don't worry about it. They turn and they walk away. At this point, it's pulling on Bob's heartstrings because he feels like he's just letting 3 children wander back into the wilderness. So he thinks, you know what? No, I'm going to face my fears and I'm going to do this. He opens the door to the tractor as these children are going into the wood line and starts chasing after them, saying, hey, now hold on. Bob says that he makes it to the wood line and the children are gone. Nowhere in sight. He says that he looks around for a few minutes but doesn't find anything. Told me that he immediately jumps back in the tractor, drives back to his truck, gets reception on his cell phone, and calls authorities. He reports that he had seen 3 children in the middle of nowhere, and the authorities come out and they do search the area and try to figure out what's going on, but they are not able to find anything. Bob told me that while he did tell people that he did see the 3 children that day, he never told them about the period clothing, and he never said anything about their eyes. He figured that's not important. Most important thing is if there are 3 children out here in these woods, we need to find them, but nothing. Told me that he has done some research online about what he experienced that day, because to him it just felt more than just running into 3 kids in the woods. It was the black eyes, the clothing, something was just off. He said that after he researched online, he came across some stories about black-eyed children, and he said that after reading those descriptions and the way that those people felt, he said that that sounds a lot like what he experienced that day. Either way, I don't know, that is very terrifying. He still doesn't know, like, what were they doing out there? Who were these people? But good on Bob for following through, calling authorities, and doing everything that he could just in case this was some sort of, like, a very weird situation. But he just wants everyone to know that, like, even though, like, he was scared and it was, like, really weird, he did everything that he could to try to figure out and find these children, but nothing. No signs, no footprints, no nothing. He said that it was truly only maybe 5 seconds between him getting out of the tractor, them going into the woods, and just poof, gone. Think about that. What do you think he saw that day? What do you think? He says he has no idea. He said it just felt off. The vibes were not immaculate. Farmer Bob, thank you so much for sending me your story. If anyone else has a story that they want to send me, there's an email in my bio. I love reading them. Please send me them. And as always, thank you guys so much, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful day.